Welcome to this family time activity called Chocolate Milk. The teaching goal of this activity is to teach that the Holy Spirit wants to help us make Jesus part of all of our life, every part of our life. In this activity we have 3 glasses which represent 3 different types of people. The milk represents all the things these people do. The words that we say, the thoughts in our mind, our attitudes, and our actions. So everything that makes up our life, that's part of what we do, is in the milk. We have 3 glasses representing 3 different kind of people, and we have the milk that represents everything that's part of our life. Now in this first glass, this first group of people, I have a cardboard heart, and I'm going to put that over the top of the glass. These openings represent our hearts and whether or not we have open hearts or closed hearts. So this type of person has a closed heart. In the Old Testament we read about Pharaoh, where Moses came and delivered God's message over and over, "Let my people go, let my people go." But he had a hard heart and he wouldn't do it. In the New Testament we read about Saul, who had a hard heart and was closed to hearing about Jesus. In fact, he tried to persecute and punish Christians. But then Jesus came to him and he opened his heart and Jesus came in. So before his name was changed to Paul. So before his name was Paul, he was Saul. These represent people who have a closed heart. And these represent people who have an open heart. Now the chocolate syrup represents Jesus. And Jesus wants to come into our life. He comes to the person who has a closed heart and can see that they're not ready to have Jesus in their life. But the other 2 have open hearts, so Jesus can come in. I want to add enough chocolate syrup that you can see it in the bottom of the glass. And it's always good to say to the kids, how much Jesus do you want in your lives? Well, when we get Jesus, we also get the Holy Spirit. So I have these 2 spoons labeled Holy Spirit, and I put them into the 2 open hearts that have accepted Jesus. We have 1 with a closed heart and 2 with open hearts. Now, this person has Jesus in their life and also has the Holy Spirit. But this person isn't listening to what the Holy Spirit is telling them. They may hear that voice saying, do this instead of that, but they go, I really want to do this, and so they keep doing that. This is often referred to sometimes as a Sunday-only Christian, or in old terms, a nominal Christian, someone who just 1 day a week lived by the faith, and then the rest of the week kind of just did what they wanted. So they have the Holy Spirit, but it's just sitting there. This represents a person. This glass and this glass of milk represents a person who not only has the Holy Spirit, but is listening to what the Holy Spirit wants them to do. So if the Holy Spirit says, don't spend your time doing that, do this over here, and they do that, or if the Holy Spirit says, don't spend all your money on yourself, but spend some on these people who need extra help, and they do that, then they're listening to the Holy Spirit. And that's what turning the spoon represents. The stirring of this spoon represents somebody who is listening to the Holy Spirit. Now just assume with me that this spoon continues to turn. But look at the difference in these 3 glasses. You can see that when we follow the Holy Spirit, who teaches us to live like Jesus wanted us to live, our lives, the things that we do, the things that we say, our thoughts and our attitudes, look different. That's what this lesson is all about. In fact, I like to end it by saying, got milk? Got chocolate milk. Thank you for watching this demonstration of the family time activity, Chocolate Milk.